Everyone, Vinay this side. In this video, I want to demonstrate the newly added feature, which is position sizing on our DhanHQ Tradingview Chrome extension. So this feature is added only for cover order and bracket order type. If you are going with some other order type, this feature will not be available, right? If you see here in the configuration window, I have enabled this feature. I have added a bracket order. If I choose none, because I am not seeing that position sizing option, right? Let me choose a bracket order, and you see the moment you choose a bracket order, you will be see this section enable, where you will be having a checkbox where you want to enable the position sizing or not, right? If you enable this position sizing, it will ask you to enter your total account capital, right? I'm trading with an account capital of 1 lakh rupees. I want to take a risk of 500 rupees for every trade what I'm entering into. So I configured in a way that like 0.5% of the overall capital. Let me save it. Okay. And one another thing is like we do have a F&O configuration here, right? Like number of lots. Let's say if I give 10 lots per trade, right? Now this will have a conflicting here, right? Like you enable the position sizing and then you added 10 lot per trade, right? Now the moment you enable a position sizing, this will take the first priority. It will not consider any of the configuration from other tabs. Okay. And one other thing is like if you notice here, I enabled a one-click order modify and cancel. The reason for I enabled one-click order modify and cancel is now this feature will be enabled only for bracket order and cover order, right? So for bracket order, the order will be split into multiple legs, right? Like if your quantity is like 1000 or 1000 quantity or 2000 quantity, by default bracket order will have multiple SL leg and multiple target leg, right? So I want to modify it one shot, right? Like for that I enable that one click order modification. Now with this configuration, let me save it and let me go to TradingView terminal. Just refresh this page, and one thing to bring it to your notice is I have added some reference link here. You can see the reference link. It will take you to the Google Drive where I just put some calculator and some book which is written by Van, which is a very popular among position sizing. If you have time, you can go through this book and you can understand the possible ways of position sizing. There are many ways you can do the position sizing, but I put a common or the popular one which we are using as a risk-based position sizing, right? So yeah, with this configuration right now I'm seeing you can see this 19650 put option. We have a strong support at this range, right? 44, somewhere around 44, right? So what I'll be doing, let's say I'm just going to select this. Now what the selection does is like I want to take a trade, but I want to exit this trade somewhere around 40.75, right? So if I click on this, you see the first option, that is a exit trade at 40.75. So what essentially you are saying is I want to exit my trade when price reaches this point, right? I'm not saying this point I want to take an entry, but I want to exit this trade whenever it reaches this price, right? So now let's just click on this. Now if you see, automatically your stop loss, your target, everything will be filled. Now let's say for just a demonstration purpose, right now the trade exit price is 42.25, right? Let me put 42 as a round number, right? And let me put 43, right? If you see here, my risk is somewhere around 3 rupees, right? So 1 rupees is a stop loss. Like I want to exit my trade at 42, but I'm taking an entry of buy at 43 rupees. So which means I essentially take a 500 quantity, right? And you can see the stop loss is 42 because I want to exit my trade as 42, and you can see the profit is 3 rupees, which is 1:3 we set. Every 1 rupee risk, I am betting a 3 rupee profit here, right? So from the entry price 43, we are just adding a 3 rupees of 1:3, and we are just setting it. Now let's say if I put 45, right? You see the difference in the quantity, right? So if you do the calculation, 3 rupees, right? Like if you put like 450, 500, somewhere around it would be, right? Like 150 quantity means 3 into 150, somewhere around 450 rupees, right? Because the 500 is the maximum stop loss limit you set according to your configuration, right? So now let's say if I put 60 rupees, right? So now your price difference is somewhere around 12 rupees. So no single lot can be placed, right? Now with this, if you try to place, right, like automatically it will say no quantity can be placed because your entry and exit price is too high, right? So it will not allow you to trade because your risk is too high. You cannot place a single quantity, right? Like single lot also you cannot place it. So automatically your order window will be blocked from placing the order. Now let's say if I am placing an order of somewhere around like 42, right? Like let me place somewhere around 41. Okay, so I'll just take an entry here. Okay, so 43, and I'll put 44. Okay, so right now market is the script is trading around 49. Let me place an order. So you see automatically this will be filled, right? Like it's not filled, basically you placed an order, right? So let me cancel it, and Yeah, this is the current implementation. So this will work for equity, it will work for future script, and it for option script, right? So for demonstration, I already opened the state bank script here. Let me just try to place some order somewhere near, let's say 590, right? Like some round number 591, I'll just choose. Okay, so 591 I am choosing. Okay, I am going to place a trade of around 593. So the difference is somewhere you see 2 rupees, right? So, or even if you see how much, to give a round number, 500, right? Like, and then you see the difference of this price and units and everything will be automatically filled, right? If you put somewhere around 50 rupees, automatically the quantity will be split. If it is for futures and option, this will be updated with the lot size. If it is of equity, the exact unit will be placed like 333, right? Like those kind of things automatically be configured here. So nothing you need to configure, nothing you need to worry about, how much position you want to take it. You can directly place the order with this configuration. Automatically your quantity will be filled. You just need to worry only about your entry price, right? Like as per the chart, I will choose my exit criteria, and then I will choose the entry price, at what price I want to enter. Right now the current stock is trading around 49, right? Like I'll just update the price and I'll enter it. Automatically the unit will be calculated, and everything will be set for you, and you can just place the order and you can play around, and then you can use this feature for all the segments, right? So just we are adding it, but the one feature which is like not available across any other broker is the position sizing, which we now added. Pretty soon we'll be adding to other order type. Feel free to use this, and you can give us your feedback, comments, what needs to be added. There are many position sizing. I know, like a lot of traders using multiple other approach, but this is one which I thought like is mostly useful. If you want to include many other position sizing strategy, you can let me know. I mean, I'll put my email ID at the bottom. You can just reply me over an email ID, and I'll try to integrate in the extension. Okay, thank you, bye.